Today I want to try and answer the question of which small microphone should I use with the Sony ZV1, and I have with me here a range of different options ranging from the Right, so one of the most standout features on this little Sony ZV1 is the new microphone array on the top, which apparently will get you really good quality audio without the need for an external microphone. Even comes with a tiny little windshield thing you can slide straight into the top. I'm using it now, you can let me know what you think the audio sounds like. Now, however, I do think you still might want to use an external microphone in some circumstances. Possibly even in this room. For example, if I do la 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 la, can you hear that? This room is quite reverby, a lot of flat walls, and in that case, a microphone that was more directional, this is more of an omnidirectional microphone, might be better to cut some of that reverb. Also, perhaps outdoors in a noisy environment where there's a lot of background noise, you may want a directional mic that points more towards your mouth or more towards the sound, more towards the audio source to cut out some of that background. So what are your choices? I'm gonna look at 4. I'm gonna quickly run through them now, and then I'm gonna run through a series of tests. So the first microphone is probably one of the most obvious ones. It's this. This is the Rode VideoMicro, probably one of the most popular vlogging microphones, and for very good reason. Good audio quality, it's cheap, and that's the size of it, is pretty tiny. This is about the largest microphone that I would even consider putting on the Sony ZV1, because anything bigger than this is it just looks ridiculous. This is it without its windshield on, and this is it with the windshield on. Personally, I would not use a microphone outside without a windshield. It's you just always get wind noise. Unless you got really perfect conditions and there's zero wind, you need a microphone that has some kind of windshield. That's number 1. The second one then is your wireless option, and for that we're looking at this. This is the teeny tiny little Rode Wireless Go microphone system. This is a receiver. You put that into the hot shoe on the camera and plug it straight into the audio port cable, and then this is your transmitter, which you clip onto your person, and the microphone's built in, and it even comes with a little windshield that you just clip on the top like that. The advantage, of course, with this is that you'll obviously have a bit more range. This will be good up to about, I think, 20 meters. And then the last 2 options are 2 similar options. They're these. These are both mini little microphones that, due to their size, I thought might be the sort of thing you're thinking of pairing up with the Sony ZV1. The question is the quality from these actually any better than the inbuilt microphone? The one way these might help is that they're both slightly directional, so you can target them. They plug directly into the side, directly into the audio port, and then you can tilt them towards the audio source. This one here is the Comica CVM-VS, ridiculous names, 07. It has a metal construction, I think it's aluminium. It's very nice looking, very nice design. And it has that right angle on it, slightly higher construction quality. And then the second one we have is this. This is the Saramonic, I forgot the model number. I'll put it down below. Now this one's slightly different in that it goes in both directions. So that's perhaps slightly more useful if you're trying to point it towards an audio source. And it also is quite well, you can see that? It's gonna be quite well dampened towards vibrations on the front here, but it doesn't feel as premium as the Comica, the little Saramonic one. So we'll see actually what the difference is between these in our tests. Neither of these little tiny microphones come with proper windshield. They just come, well, this one just comes with the foam one because on the end it doesn't really work properly in wind. But you can buy these. These are little Comica wind jammers for lav mics, and they fit quite nicely over the top like that. Although, as we will discover, one of these performs much better in wind than the other. So with that, we should get onto the tests, and the 3 tests are studio environment, vlogging test, which is just handheld outdoors, moving it close and further away from my face, and lastly, outdoors with background noise sitting slightly further away from the camera, which Louise helped me with. One last point to make is just that you need to change your audio settings when you're using an external microphone. When you've got the internal one on, your sensitivity should probably be around 20. When you're using an external microphone, you need to drop that down to around 10 or 12 because 20 is just too sensitive. Nearly forgot to make that point, but it's an important one. Here are the tests. Okay, so this is the audio out of the Sony ZV1 with the onboard microphone. Windshield is on. There's a slight breeze, and this is me holding it at arm's length, and then this is me bringing it in as if I want to tell you some really important details. This is the Sony ZV1 with the Rode VideoMicro on top of it now. There is a bit of a breeze. I'm holding it at typical vlogging distance from me at arm's length, and now I'm bringing it up close as if I'm telling you a very important secret. Okay, this is the Sony ZV1 with the Rode Wireless Go on top. I've got the transmitter just down here on the strap, and this is me holding it at a comfortable vlog distance. You'll not hear any difference when I move it in because obviously the microphone is fixed on me, and this is it. This is the mini Comica microphone with the camera held at arm's length, typical vlogging position, and then this is what it sounds like when I bring the camera in quite close to my face. This is the mini Saramonic microphone with the camera held at arm's length, me talking at typical vlog volume, and then this is what it sounds like when I bring it in close to my face. Onboard microphone, Rode VideoMicro on Rode Wireless Go, and this is the mini Comica microphone. This is the mini Saramonic microphone. This is a studio audio test of the Sony ZV1 with the built-in microphone. I'm sitting about 2 foot away, just talking at a normal volume. And I'm gonna jump forward as if I'm trying to emphasize a point. I'm now about a foot away from the camera. This is a studio audio test with the Sony ZV1 using the Rode VideoMicro mounted on the top. Talking at a normal volume, and I'm sitting about 2 foot away from the camera. And now I'm gonna scooch forward as if I'm emphasizing a point. This is a studio audio test with the Sony ZV1 using the Rode Wireless Go. I'm sitting about 2 foot away from the microphone, talking at a normal volume, and I'm moving forward, and as you'll notice, that doesn't make any difference because the microphone position stays the same. This is a studio test with the Sony ZV1 using the little Comica microphone, whose model number I cannot remember. This is me about 2 foot away, just talking at a normal volume towards the camera, and I'm gonna sit forward as if I'm trying to emphasize a point. This is a studio audio test with the Sony ZV1 using the little Saramonic microphone on the side, sitting about 2 foot away from the camera, talking at a normal volume, and now I'm gonna scooch up forward as if I'm trying to emphasize a point. The built-in microphone in the Rode VideoMicro, the Rode Wireless Go, a little Comica microphone, little Saramonic microphone.
This is the audio from the onboard mic of the Sony ZV1. This is the audio from the Rode VideoMicro on the Sony ZV1. And relax. This is the audio from the Rode Wireless Go microphone on the Sony ZV1. This is the audio from the Comica microphone on the Sony ZV1. This is the audio from the Saramonic microphone on the Sony ZV1. Onboard mic of the Sony Rode VideoMicro, Rode Wireless Go microphone, Comica microphone, Saramonic microphone.
Okay, there the test. What do you think? Let me know below. I'm not going to say too much about it. The only one I'm going to address is the little Comica microphone, which I found a little bit of a disappointment in the wind. I mean, I did have the windshield here on the front, but what I've realized is due to the way this is made, when you angle it, look, this opens up at the back here, and obviously just air can get in. this was a little bit of a disappointment for me. Anyway, you can let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you think this camera even needs a microphone. Personally, on that question, my feeling is I will try and use it with the little built-in microphone as much as possible. I got this camera to be an ultra compact camera that I don't need to carry bulky things around with. I suspect if I'm using it in the studio, I might tend to use it with this microphone just because I'll cut out some of that background reverb. If you found that useful, I've got more videos on the channel about this little amazing but not perfect Canon. It's Canon? It's not a Canon. Oh, that's gonna trigger people. Canon. About this amazing but not quite perfect Sony ZV1. And if you're wondering why I'm calling it the ZV1 instead of how I would actually pronounce Z as ZV1, I think ZV sounds easier to say. ZV, whereas ZV just doesn't have the ring to it. It's like the one occasion where I will, you know, admit that the Americans perhaps have got the right pronunciation for a word. I mean, I always find when I'm doing the alphabet, saying Z at the end always sounded awkward. You know, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, I just forgot the alphabet.
La, 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 la. On the Sony ZV1, oh, it says Z that time. Sorry. Ah! Oh! Sorry. I got breathing a fly there.
No, not like that. No, put the clip on the inside. No, the other way around. No.